All right, Pioneer fans. Well, Uda, we were just talking about you. We were saying we have so much fun watching you because you play with such joy, with energy, and you got razzle-dazzle to your game. So the question that I have for you is, how did you start playing basketball, and how did you learn to play with such sort of style and panache?
Yeah, Sam, that's a great question. I was born and raised in New York City in Manhattan, and when I was 5, we moved to a new apartment, and there was actually a playground downstairs. So my parents let us, my brother and I, go, and they could watch us from the window. So yeah, there were just basketball hoops there, and we would just play all day, all types of sports, but basketball definitely stuck. My brother and I just love playing against each other. So
yeah, and so you've got a game that is just so creative, and so oftentimes when you hear people say creative games, you think about growing up in the city, and New York City in particular is the land of the point guard. So can you say a little bit about how playing in New York on the playground helped you sort of define that part of your game?
Yeah, I mean, definitely it's a tough environment, and playing with a lot of boys for sure that like to kind of just make different types of moves. It's just so much fun, and definitely the creativity is something that I really love about the game. You can involve it in yourself, but also in your passing too, involving other people as well, so it's really fun.
Yeah, and you just play with a smile on your face, which we just love watching. So let me ask you this. Oftentimes we talk about adversity, and adversity is I had a bad game or I missed a few shots. You had adversity and that you had to come back from an injury.
Mm-hmm.
So can you talk a little bit about what that experience was like, sort of battling back from this injury and getting to where you're able to play so free and easy now?
Yeah, definitely. Coming into Smith, I got hurt in the very first game, so that was really tough. But I had my teammates behind me, the coaching staff, and just the rest of the Smith community as well. It was amazing. They supported me through everything. The coaches would take me to my appointments, to my PT and everything. And also the athletic trainers were just there for me through and through, for sure.
Yeah. That's just wonderful to hear because, coming back from an injury is really one of the toughest things that an athlete ever has to do. Well, let's talk a little bit about what's the adjustment been like. You played at a very high-level high school basketball program. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about that and what the transition to playing at Smith has been like.
It's been really cool, for sure. I think the biggest thing that I took away from high school was understanding my role, whether it be in the game or in practice. And if it's to make somebody else better, then that's your role, and it's really important. I played against some of the best players in the country in high school, and my role was definitely to make them better, but also to be a really good leader, especially my senior year. And so I think that's something that I was able to take over here to Smith. I go against Hannah every day, and it's a challenge, but we compete with each other, and we're still really great friends after practice. So
yeah, it's wonderful. And tell me about some of your teammates who have gone on to play at some really high-level basketball.
Yeah, it's really cool. I was actually just at the Hoop Hall Invitational over in Springfield. My high school team played against IMG. It was really cool to just come back, but I was really good friends with Kate Cavall. She's at Notre Dame now. She's having a great season. Silas Swords at Michigan, and Kaylee Heckel at USC. So really, really great players. They're going to go super far, and I'm just super grateful that I got to be a part of their journey.
And how did you, as a, playing with such really celestial talent, just the best in the game, and how did you approach it, knowing that you were going to play D3, they were going to go on to maybe D1, maybe playing the WNBA, and how did you kind of think that through?
Just every day trying to soak everything in. I had a great coach, and she really emphasized the importance to me of making them better every day, and that was something that I think I took a lot of pride in, although it wasn't, I wasn't in the spotlight all the time, and during games, I think I understood that being that role was super important to them. And so, yeah, just welcoming them to Lehigh as well when they first came in at my senior year.
Yeah.
Was really cool, and just getting to know them that year.
Yeah. And last question here, Uda, is I know that you're very involved in academic parts of Smith and that you're really, being connected to all of the other opportunities that are here. Can you say a little bit about some of the things that you're excited about beyond basketball for being at Smith?
Yeah, for sure. We've had the opportunity to meet some alumni at Smith, in LA and in New York. So I'm just really excited to just continue to meet other Smithies. It's always really exciting when people are like, oh, we went to Smith. And they say their aunt went there or their grandmother. So that's something academically I'm just really excited to kind of pursue my career and understand that there's a great alumni network.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, Uda, we just love watching you play, and it's just tremendous to see, just your continued comfort and being able to play with your own sort of signature pace, your own rhythm, and congratulations. You really bring a spark, and you're a catalyst on this team, and it's just extraordinary to see you keep on feeling more comfortable out there.
Thank you so much,
All right.
Sam.
Right.
Thanks.